loud.
So Chucky. All right. How about any special requests here?
So maybe up there, like shoulder, I'm just tense from traveling.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I'm always like that.
So, okay. Sounds good. Let's start seated in Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together, like butterfly pose. You can hold your ankles, maybe rock a little bit side to side. That's how you really are. You can do some circles. Close your eyes if you like. Go the other direction if you're circling, just rocking or moving in any way that feels good. Then moving in a cat-cow direction, so like lifting the chest and then rocking back and slouching into it. A few times. Then and slouch back. Tuck your chin, just cow and cat from that bound angle. Any more movement, freeing it up, do whatever feels good. And then you'll sit up nice and tall, draw the shoulders down, take a twist here, you'll twist to the right. And then just untwist and go to the left. We're gonna go side to side a few times. Just moving at your own pace, in your own way, side to side, 3 times each side. One more time each side. Coming back to center, take both arms behind you, so fingers face away from you, pull the shoulder heads back, really lift through the chest. You can take the chin up or keep it tucked down. Good, and then you'll come forward and you might even walk your sitting bones back a little bit to get a little more space, and then just gently round forward. You can even move your chin gently side to side. Exploring some movement in the neck. And then walk yourself up and you'll come forward to tabletop. I'll take my socks off. So come on to hands and knees and tabletop. Good, and then you're gonna rock back to front. So you can have toes tucked or pointed. You're gonna rock back, sit back towards the heels, and then come forward and maybe into an upward dog. And all the way back. Toes can be tucked or pointed to like an extended child's pose. And then forward, and drop the hips, pull the shoulders back, that upward dog. And it can also just be cow and cat if that feels better in your body this morning or today. Forward, just a couple more of these, unraveling the front of the body, especially after travel. Good, one more time. Come forward into that upward dog or big extended cobra, and then lower down onto your belly. And then you'll point the toes here and rise up and down cobra 3 times, or maybe more. It could be cobra or even upward dog. So moving from the ground now. Pin the shoulders back, relax the jaw, muscles in the face. Just go to where you can go. We're also warming up the arms. Anna, you keep freezing. There you are, just up and down cobras or holding sphinx, whichever feels good. Good. And then the next time you press back, you'll go back to either child's pose. Let's all go to child's pose for a moment. Come into child's pose. And then thread the left arm underneath for thread the needle here at child's pose. And we're gonna go side to side again, not holding long. Come back to center and then switch sides, thread the right arm under, just movement, twisting, and each time you do it and switch again, see if you can go just a little farther or a little deeper. And switching, noticing the difference between the right and the left side. Do that one more time each side. And then switching to the right, last one. And then landing back in child's pose. And breathing. Again, relax your jaw and the tops of the shoulders. So the stretch into the lower back. Then come forward again to tabletop, to hands and knees. We'll do one more little chest, shoulder, thoracic warm up here. So the right arm will open up towards the ceiling, and then you'll set it down and switch sides. So we'll do alternating arms with breath, exploring the difference again, right to left. And if it's too much with the long straight arm, you can have your hand on your shoulder, shortening the lever. Your shoulders are really kind of tight. Good. And just moving at your own pace, your own breath, your own way. I notice so much restriction through my thoracic spine. A couple more each side. So one more each direction. If you are complete, you can sit back into child's pose again when you're complete. You can keep moving if that feels good. And then sitting back into child's pose, extending the arms out in front, hips towards the heels. Let the breath just slide through the ribs. And then making your way to downward facing dog as you're ready. So tuck the toes, lift the hips, and maybe start to pedal it out. And some blood flow into the backs of the legs. Take one more breath here. Lift your heels and walk your feet forward into ragdoll at the front of your mat. Ragdoll can include a sway side to side or a shaking of the head, yes and no. And then let the hands release softly to the floor. Bring your hands up to your hips, press the feet down, come all the way up to stand. And stretch your arms up overhead. And bring your hands to your heart. Set an intention here, if you like, for the practice today or your day. Maybe you're still in the creating the intention for the word of your year. And then open your eyes. We'll move through sun salutations. Inhale, just reach up, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And step or hop it back, high plank to low plank or knees to the floor. Upward facing dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog or child's pose, breathe out. Let's just take one breath. Exhale, look forward and step, hop or tiptoe to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, pretty good. Breathe. One breath in. Empty it out. Step, hop, or tiptoe to your hands. Nice, Karen. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. We're gonna do 5 of these. Exhale, forward fold. This is 3, halfway lift. Step or float it back, high to low plank. Upward dog, breathe it in. Downward dog, breathe out. Take one full breath in. Breathe out, empty, step, hop, or tiptoe. Your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. 2 more, inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. It's fine to take your time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float it back, high to low plank. You can adjust the width of your hands sometimes, upward dog, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, step, hop, or tiptoe. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Last one, extended mountain reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, looking up for long. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full breath in. Empty. Step, hop, or walk to your hands. Nice step. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Chair pose. Softening the tops of the shoulders, but lengthening the sides of the body. I love when dogs visit the cameras. Good, take one more breath in. Exhale, forward bow. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And then just step the left foot back. We'll come up to warrior 1 from here. Right knee bent. Come on up. And then cactus, the arms, bending the elbows. Good. And then right here in your cactus, let the palms of the hands come back, elbows wrap forward, and then pull the shoulders back, lifting the chest. And from there, if you want, you can then straighten the arms, reaching them up and back, kind of keeping the chest more open. Good. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Halfway lift. Switch legs, step the right foot back. Warrior 1. You can again cactus or bend the elbows or hook the thumbs. You can be at play with what feels good for your shoulders and body today. Nice. Take one more breath. Bring your hands back down to the mat and step the right foot forward to meet the left. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. And sweep the arms behind your back, interlacing the hands, stretching the knuckles down. And then you'll just fold forward, lay your chest on your thighs, drop your head, straighten-ish your legs, and rinse out the arms. And turn your head a little bit side to side or shake it. Then the knees come back to chair. And try to remember which hand you had on top, because you'll do it again. Arms go behind you with the opposite thumb on top. It'll feel kind of strange. Knuckles down, chest up, and then go ahead and fold forward. Lay the chest on the thighs, drop your head, and straighten the legs. Ish. Good. Release the hands to the floor right here. Just let them drop. The lengthening of the spine with the head drop. Good. And then halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Step or float back, high to low plank. You might need to use the knees after that big shoulder stretch. Upward facing dog or cobra. Good. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Lift the right leg up to the sky. You'll bend the knee, open through the hip. And then you can stay like that or flip the dog. You pivot on the left foot till the right foot touches the ground. Bring both feet flat, lift the hips, lift the heart, and the right arm can bend in cactus, pulling the shoulder head straight back or extend. Good, Karen, try to drop the head, open the throat if that feels okay. Nice. And then you'll flip over and come to plank. And then you'll open to the left for side plank. The right arm is now the base. Open to the left. Stacking the legs, zipping up the thighs. Let Stephanie reach to that left hand. Breathing here. And then returning to high plank. You can move through vinyasa, low plank, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. And then step the right foot forward to crescent lunge. And finding your balance. Find to bend the back knee a little bit to get into that hip flexor more. Good. And then bring your hands to your heart and you'll take a twist to the right. So lean forward, hook the elbow, press the palms together, and then straighten that back leg. Really bring energy into that back leg. And here, if you want to open the arms, you can go ahead and spread your wings. Good, and then looking down, come up and around to warrior two. You try to use both legs evenly. You're pulling the feet towards one another. And then tipping to the right for side angle warrior. You can set the forearm to thigh or hand down to the floor or your ankle. Yeah, left arm of your choice. Nice stuff. Karen. Looking down to the mat, plant the palms, and vinyasa flow your leg, high plank to low or skip it, upward dog or cobra, And downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Stretch the left leg up, bend the knee, roll open. You can stay or flip that dog. Plant the feet, lift the hips and heart. Maybe cactusing the left arm, pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Nice. Beautiful. Open the throat. If you can, there's a lot of trust in this pose. Really get strong through the lower arm. And then you'll flip back over, left hand as the base, opening to the right for side plank. Coming back to high plank and flow, low plank. Use your knees if you need. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog, and then left foot steps forward for crescent lunge. So keep the right heel lifted. Hip bones square-ish towards the front. It's fine to bend or soften that back knee to really feel the maximum opening in the front of the hip. Breathing. Bring your hands together and you'll take a twist to the left with the right elbow. Lift the belly away from the front thigh. Bring energy in the back leg. You can go ahead and open the arms. Nice, Karen. So that rotation through the rib cage. Strength through the legs, stability through the lower body. And then come on up to warrior two. You can make any adjustments that you need. And you'll tip into side angle, left forearm to thigh, or hand can go lower. Right arm of your choice. It might want to be straight up or that side reach overhead or wrap behind the back. Or even support the head if you need some neck love and support. And try to pull your feet towards each other, not just push them away from each other. There's a sense of pulling, so you're using that right inner thigh a little bit. And then look down, plant the palms, and flow your own way. Cobra or upward dog or cow and cat. And downward facing dog or child's pose might be where you want to land. Good, take one more full breath here. Empty it out. Look forward and step, hop, or tiptoe your feet to your hands. Bring your feet to hip width distance apart. Catch your big toes with your peace fingers. Lift to a flat back. And then bend the elbows and bow, forward fold. And then you can stay here as is, or you can take gorilla, palms under the soles. Or one of my favorite ways to release that upper back is wrapping my arms behind my legs. So you can either catch a wrist behind the legs or weave your hands to the front of your shin. So right hand to left shin, left hand to right. And then you let the head drop. So that gentle stretch and opening and release to the upper back, as well as the hamstring, the neck. Let's take several more soothing breaths right here. Release the arms, just let them dangle. And then you're just gonna bend the knees, coming down into a squat. It's fine to be on the toes a little bit. But we're gonna rock front to back, so from the feet. So it doesn't matter how they're facing. You're just gonna kind of play coming forward. You stretch the toes, knees come to the ground, and then press back into your squat. We'll do that a couple times. Just forward, stretching the toes, and back. And get the heels down. And adjust the feet. You can change the position. You can hang out somewhere if you need. One or two more times. Just kind of playing with it. Good. Look at that. Got the heel all the way down. Good. And if you want to just stay in your squat, you can stay, bring the hands to prayer. Try to lengthen from the tail to the crown. So the tail goes down, crown of the head rises up. And then you can stay here, or there's always the option for crow. If you want crow, or even like a tripod headstand is an option. Crow pose, you bring your weight into the hands, hips rise. The knees press into the triceps, maybe the outer arms even. You push down. There's a pushing to lift up. The feet don't just magically lift unless there's a pressing down into the hands. Pulling into core, push down, push the floor away. So what, good. So what I'm looking for when I look at you guys coming into this is when the feet lift, often what happens is the elbows go down. When the feet go up, the elbows bend. And I want you to find the opposite. So when the feet lift, you actually lift up versus down. There's a pushing up, and you'll feel so much more confident. Because if the elbows bend and the feet lift, you're like, oh, shit, the ground is coming closer. So push. The minute the feet lift, you push. And it's deep, deep core strength. Good, thank you. Okay, try it one more time. And you might even, if both feet don't want to lift at once, you can do one and push like that, and then try to lift the other, push.
So you're not putting your knees into your armpits ever?
You can. There's like a rolly. I find it really weird. You got to find the right spot. So my
Okay.
knees are sort of. I mean, I've done it different ways. Good. I've had it where my knees have been lower on the outside of the elbows. That's one way. You can take them higher. Just kind of play. You kind of lock them in. They press in a little. I know the right placement is, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like just, so the tricep muscles here, it's like just above,
Okay.
if you can. And so it's like kind of the armpits, but there's a spot for me that feels really safe. And then it's that pushing, push. Yeah, and sometimes if that fear is there, putting a pillow in front of you at home and just kind of have that safety net. Did you feel it today, Stephanie?
I did.
I heard the scream.
I feel a little more confident that I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, because if the elbows start to bend, you're like, well, I can't hold myself. I'm not strong enough. This is the story that starts to happen.
So pushing back.
Yeah, and see, I want to like lift up
Yeah.
and pull in, lift. Good. Okay, let's go through a vinyasa. Thank you for your patience. Peggy's still going for it. Yes, Peggy. Awesome. And then you can go back and maybe coming into like a cobra or upward dog for a moment. And stretch out the abdomen, the chest, the shoulders. And then downward facing dog. Press it back. Okay, this is another way to strengthen those same muscles for crow as you right here, push into the hands a lot, lift your heels and tiptoe your feet to your hands all the way. Like all the way. Push into the hands, good. There they are, nice muscles. Okay, bring your hands to your hips right here and rise up to stand. I know,
Deep.
I love that, kind of stuff. Okay, take a big breath in, sweep your arms up, and we'll come into eagle. So right arm wraps underneath the left, bend the knees, and the right leg will stack on top. And from here, come into airplane, take the right leg back, arms back. Ooh, that's me.
Actually kind of went with the music.
I know, it's funny. Okay, good. So from there, hands to heart center. And you'll drop into half moon. Set your left hand down to a block or the floor. You have our water bottle works too. And then opening to the right. And then see if you can bend the top knee and catch your foot. So this is a really nice opening for the shoulder, the hip flexor, quadricep. There's a lot going on though in that standing leg. Nice. Good, and then release to a forward fold. And just in your forward fold, bend your knees one at a time or move the hips side to side. And then bringing back to center, hands to hips, press down, rise up. Extended mountain reach, eagle, left arm under, and left leg over. Airplane, you'll take that left leg back, arms back, transitioning mindfully. And then hands to heart center and half moon, bringing the right fingertips to the ground. Sometimes bend that bottom leg to get that there. And then try to re-straighten the right leg, peel the left hip away from the right, stretch up through the upper hand, ungrip your toes. And if you can, bend the top knee, catch the foot. And then there's a little press of the foot into the hand to open up, lengthen the tailbone. Pull the shoulder head straight back to open the chest. Breathing, inviting in your breath and some healing energy. And then forward fold, just let it go. And you can move the hips side to side or bend your knees one at a time. And then hands to hips, slight bend in the knees, rise up to stand, extended mountain reach. Bring your hands to heart center. And then we'll take a standing pigeon or the figure four. So there's a little bend, like a little chair, and then right ankle goes over the left thigh. And then you start to sit the hips back and down. And I like to sometimes rest my forearms on my shin. I love that stretch. There's another nice version here, which includes a twist, where you bring your left hand to your right foot to brace yourself, and then you'll hook your right tricep into the arch of the foot. And then you can make a fist and cover it with the left hand for a twist. Really nice hip opener also. You can also straighten the arms. Big opening for that right hip. Take a couple more breaths here. wherever you are. And then you'll gently make your way back up to mountain pose. Extended mountain, big reach, press the hips forward from the chest. Hands to heart center. We'll try the other side. So a little bend in the knees and left ankle crosses over the top of the right thigh, flexing the foot. Sit back and down. You can also hold a bar here. It's a nice stretch of holding a bar or wall or a chair. Or you can rest your forearms all the way down on the shin, or hands can be on blocks or the floor, something in front of you. If you want to try that little extra, little twist, you hold on to the foot with the right hand and then try to hook the left elbow or tricep into the arch of the foot. Bare hands or with the fist. Yes, you can even open the arms there. And coming back to center, feet went to the side. And then gently coming back up, mountain pose at the front of your space. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, forward fold, bow. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or float back, high plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, come up to warrior two. And then triangle. We'll straighten the right leg and reach to the right. Allow the right hand to come down, left arm to go up. Let that left arm just pull you to stand, feet parallel, hands to hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, hinge forward. Nice. Arms of your choice. You can have your hands at the floor, crown to the ground. You can even come up to headstand here if that's in your practice. Good, and then lift to a flat back. You'll just walk yourself around to the right foot, come into a low lunge, set the back knee down. So just in the front, low lunge, right knee bent, left leg, good. And then pull the hips back and flex the right foot. And you can stay here, or you can slide the right leg forward, working into a full version of splits, maybe. Not forcing, using blocks and supports as needed, or hands for support as needed. Good, nice. We're staying in the half splits is perfect. Good, and then you'll make your way through vinyasa, high plank, low plank, or knees to the floor, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, our final standing poses. Right foot spins flat, come up to warrior two. And then triangle, straightening the left leg and hinging your way into triangle. Good, allow the right arm to pull you up, bring your feet to parallel. You can interlace the hands at the back again, or hands on the hips, lift up and hinge forward. There's another way you want to work in this pose, that's fine. Lots of possibilities from this pose. Release your hands to the ground, just pause there, just let everything soften, lengthen, not trying so hard right here. And then you'll lift up to a flat back, walk yourself around to the left. For half split, set the back knee down, and then pull the hips back and flex the left foot. Any movement is fine, or you can slowly slide it forward. Right leg back. Yeah, this side's different. For me. Very good, and then making your way back. However you want to get there, there's no easy way. High plank, low plank, we'll move through a full vinyasa, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Pause for a moment. Stretching the mat front to back. And then come forward to high plank and lower down onto your belly. Good, and then we'll take those scorpion taps, which have been my new favorite for opening the shoulders. But today, try bending the elbow like a cactus arm, and then you're not even going to put the head down. So you're just going to tap the left foot behind you and then roll on the belly and switch sides. We're just going to go side to side, left arm in cactus, or whatever feels good. Tap and come back and just explore. If you want to straighten the arm or drop the head or pause, you can do that, or just keep moving side to side. I'm going to do about 10 on each side. I notice all those little sticky spots. Good. Peggy, see if you can take the arm out more instead of forward. The one on the floor, like that. There you go. Yeah, and I love that. She has the other arm is coming up instead of supporting. It's opening, that's fine too. You kind of play with what is possible. If you want to stay and hold, you can stay and hold. And I read this great article recently about you don't have to be even on both sides, hold evenly on both sides. Often there's one side that, you know, intuitively you want to stay a little longer. That's fine. It doesn't need to be exact, which is good news. That's good news. When you feel complete, you'll come back onto your belly and just rest. You might make a pillow out of the forearm so the head can be straight, or if it wants to turn, you can turn it to one side. And then you'll bend the knees for floor bow. And so you'll reach your arms back, catch the tops of the feet, or if there's another back bend version you'd like to do here instead, like locust or sphinx, that's fine too. And then come on up. Good. And keep holding the feet, but lower down and pause. Try to keep holding the feet, pulling the shoulder heads back. So you're already in a mini back bend. And then we'll come up again. You can flex the feet and hold the ankles this time and come up. Allowing the strength of the legs, open the front of the shoulders, chest. Good, lower down. Release the feet. Bring the hands alongside the bottom ribs, fingers face forward. Come into upward facing dog or cobra. And press back to downward facing dog. And that neutral spine. And then stretch your right leg up and back, and we'll bring it forward into half pigeon, right knee to right wrist. Or you can come onto your back if you need, stay there. Nice. Mm, 2 minutes here. We'll slowly switch to the other leg. You can go back to down dog if you like, or you don't have to. You can switch to the floor. Ready, coming to that half pigeon on the left. Two minutes. Last few moments here, see if we can drop in a little bit deeper, like another layer. And gently come on up. You'll bring your right leg around to the front, coming back to Baddha Konasana as we began. Together. And you'll take that little rock side to side. And close your eyes. Or taking the body in a slow circle. Circle the other direction, just nice and easy. And if anything's shifted or changed. And then cat pose or cow pose here. Lift the chest, look up, and then drop back into cat. One more, cow. And cat. And then come to neutral, take a twist to the right. It's nice and easy. And unwind, twist to the left. Nice and tall. And to center, both hands behind you, lift the chest up. You can take the eyes up, face up, or chin to chest. Shoulders press back. And then you'll come into that forward fold. So if you want, you walk the sitting bones back, tuck the chin, just rounding forward. Just smoothing out like you're sanding away any rough edges at the back of the body. And coming up slowly, gently drawing your knees together, and you'll ease your way down onto your back. You can put your shirt on if you want. And then once you get onto your back, you can take either a waterfall, hips on a block, shoulder stand, where you hold on to the back, feet to the ceiling. It's a really nice stretch for that upper back, or happy baby, holding the feet. A little more hip opening. Or combination of those. Taking any more finishing poses you need. Maybe it's a twist or a fish, or from plow, rolling out slowly. And making your way to rest, Shavasana. And there's no right shape. You just want to be relaxed. So finding a space where you can actually relax and drop down and drop in. I know the bells are ringing, but we have 3 minutes until 10. Couple minutes to just let go. Hear the sound of the bell. Let go a little bit more. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just coming back into your body. And as you're ready, you roll to a comfortable side. And gently press yourself up to a seated posture. Bring the palms of your hands together and touch them at your heart center. And here in the studio, there's a song playing. It's by MC Yogi. It's Be the Change That You Want to See in the World. Song about Gandhi. What a great message for today. Be the change you want to see in our struggling world, in our beautiful world. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. That was fun. I want to do a workshop, a crow workshop.
Yes, I will attend.
Goodbye, ladies. And Lanny, I'll change your membership. So I'll get you so you can just do Zoom, okay? Also, I'll let you know when it's done.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, Peggy.
Bye-bye.